Hello, you are watching Rear Naked Chat. We are covering The Ultimate Fighter, The Smashes, episode 2. I guess we'll just get straight into it. We've got this new format now where we try and keep it a bit quicker for you.
Yes, straight into it, mate.
You may notice I've got a microphone this week because some people were complaining that they couldn't quite hear me. I wasn't really being heard. And by some people, I mean me.
And me. It's us two.
But yeah, so we started this week.
It just showed the tail end of last week where it was just starting to kick off with that Norman Park guy who just wants to fight.
Right.
He just wants to fight.
He didn't like their attitude. But they also covered the fact that both Ben Alloway and Valentino Petrescu revealed last week.
Yeah.
Ben Alloway was that he was a bit of an alcoholic, and Valentino Petrescu was that his family were all circus performers.
He was a clown, basically.
I don't know how they made that connection. It was just, they both revealed a secret. And it was like, that's what?
That's not at all the same.
It wasn't. It wasn't. So yeah, I found that a bit weird. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on in this series so far. It's there's gonna be a lot of.
I downloaded a edited version where they were bleeping out the swear words.
But downloaded, you watched legally on television.
Yeah, from America.
Yes.
In Europe.
Yes. Okay.
What was the guy who that Rusty Badger guy, Ben Wall? They kept calling him something, Fox something.
Because the version I watched on television was also edited. Yeah, it's Fox something. I've got no. I tell you what, if you've got any idea,
if you've got any idea, comments.
My guess was Fox Minge, perhaps.
Fox Minge, okay. Yeah, but Minge is one of those words you would get away with it in. Oh no, but it's Australia. Yeah, okay, all right.
And UK, yeah. So I don't know. It was. Get it? I couldn't figure it out. But
okay.
well, hopefully one of you can let us know.
Yeah.
But he wasn't well. Whatever his nickname. Ben Wall, isn't it? His name.
Yeah. What we call in England a miserable bastard.
He just didn't seem to have much personality. Although to be fair, it might just be because the season's very young still. But with the UK team, I've already got an idea of each of their sort of personalities kind of already. The Aussies to me could basically be interchangeable.
Right. Okay.
Not really particularly. None of them particularly stand out as being that different from any of the others, except the who we think might be South African.
Yeah,
he might not actually be an Aussie.
Right, Xavier Lucas. He's my standout for the Aussie team. But you're right, everyone else is kind of can't tell at the moment. Yeah.
But the young guy, because he's
youngest ever.
The youngest. That's about it. But
we had a mucho bench, Junior Dos Santos of Brazil. It was so nice to see a touch of Brazil back to TUF.
Yeah, reminded me of the good old days of Ultimate Fighter Brazil.
Brazil.
Still my favourite series ever, I think. Good to see him. Always a pleasure.
It was a weird description that one of the guys gave, saying seeing Junior Dos Santos was like seeing him on a 3D TV. So what? You mean real life?
Yeah.
Is that the closest description you can say to real life? Is 3D TV?
I guess he meant it didn't quite seem real, but
yeah.
For hologram maybe, or just say it didn't seem real. Yeah. I don't know.
Who was that guy that got sent home as well? Pastu.
Michael, yeah.
Genuinely sad, man. Gutted.
Broken-hearted for him because, as we said before, often when these guys are injured on the show, they're playing up an injury because you can tell they don't really want to be there or they don't really want to fight, so they're overstating an injury. He was like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
He was basically trying to hold it down, trying to pretend.
It's fine. It's fine.
But he had to go. It's a bit cold-blooded as well, wasn't it? It's like,
Like now, you got to leave right now. Go.
But the kid who came in seemed right. Good attitude. He basically said, "This guy here, no pressure on me."
I did like. I mean, he was ridiculously excited. He just walked straight into the Aussie room.
Friendly bunch they were as well. They all just looked at him, didn't they? All right, yeah, all right, guys, and they just were like,
Just
yeah,
literally that. Just looked at him. Yeah.
uh, uh, yeah, although yeah, um, that could have been 3 in the morning. I don't
Yeah.
know. But yeah, it seemed like a good kid. I hope he does well. And that's also because I'm biased to Team UK. But
Yeah. We can't understate that really. Firmly behind Team UK more and more every week, and it's only
can't
week 2.
help it. Can't help it. We started off trying.
Yeah. Let's not pretend.
Fuck it. Can't. It doesn't work that way. But actually, speaking of TUF Brazil, there was a great example on that show where the opposite team, Team Vanderlei, took to the poster of Vitor Belfort and did a bit of adjusting and a few little
That's become a
bits.
classic.
And Vitor Belfort basically took it as well as you possibly can. He just, he laughed like, man, that's great, hilarious,
Which is the best way to take it,
bother him.
I think.
On the other hand, George Soteropoulos did not like his picture being
No.
messed with. He did not, because it came up a little bit later where Ross Pearson was like, "Yeah, George suddenly got very, very mouthy."
That's when he switched.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not sure why." And I was like, "I bet it's because of that fucking poster."
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
the guy was the guy who did it as well, wasn't it? Freak Show.
Freak show, yeah, he kept staring at him. And
Yeah, he was not happy about that.
I like the way they edited it though. When they did the prank, and as a viewer, you're thinking, "Oh, right, how's George going to take this?" And you think to yourself, "Probably not." Well, I tell you one person who isn't going to take it well. That's Xavier Lucas, who just comes out with, "You're disrespecting our coach. You're a bunch of clowns." He's so aggressive. He's so aggressive.
No, no. But hopefully that'll make for a good fight when it does.
Yeah, yeah. Can't wait to see him.
Fight. He's not in the same weight category as Norman Park, though. Unfortunately, I'd have loved to have seen those two fight.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind actually seeing a bit of black on black crime. Seeing him fight Bowler.
I think that might happen next week.
Do they alternate it? So would it be welterweights again next
Yeah,
week?
yeah. I think it's changing every time. Yeah,
Okay. Well, yeah, they've already had one welterweight fight, so
yeah.
only 3 guys on each team it could be. But I guess we'll see how they match it up.
But George really doesn't like Freak Show, like
I know.
disproportionately to what happened on the poster, kind of.
But do you think that's entirely what sparked it, or do you think they generally don't seem to like his style and his attitude?
Yeah, he makes them uneasy.
He's a weirdo. To be
Yeah, of
fair.
course. I like the fact that George had all this. Know that bit when he brought out suddenly like a fact sheet,
Yeah, it's
statistical research, and he kept going on, and his conclusion that basically he's an idiot.
yeah, that was. He was on the internet to come up with that,
Yeah.
watching his fights and stuff. He's like, "Yeah, I've watched a few of his fights, and he's a bit of an idiot,
Yeah.
mate."
And he wears that hat, so basically he's just an idiot.
But his idiocy did not prevent him doing pretty well in the fight. Actually,
No, no.
I don't know if he showed me enough where I'd think, okay, this guy's definitely got a career in the UFC.
Yeah.
Because Ben Wall was just lame to me, to be fair, in my opinion. He just didn't show much at all.
Yeah, the first round was a bit dull, to be honest. There was a lot of just grabbing for position. Freakstyle just stole it with that tight choke. He had that weird.
Yeah, sort
I
of
don't know what that was.
backwards rear naked choke.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then second round, he really sort of. I think he knew Ben Wall didn't have much to offer him, and he sort of started to push it a lot more.
Yeah.
A few kicks and
He started to get a bit wild and crazy. But then,
Yeah.
do you remember that one bit when he just kneed him in the head 4 times in a row?
Yeah. Holding him there. Yeah, yeah.
That's got to be some kind of record, yeah? 4 unanswered knees to the head.
I don't know. I think I've seen Michael Bisping do that to someone.
Just keep kneeing, keep kneeing.
Had in a Muay Thai clinch, yeah. And just
Right,
kept
okay.
moving it. I don't know if they were quite connected as well
Yeah.
as Freak Shows did, but yeah, it was a solid win. He was clearly the winner.
Yeah, I kind of want him to be really good. Just like characters like that in the UFC. I think there should be more people like that. Like,
I know what
instead,
you mean, because it's not forced. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You can tell it's not.
he kind of lives that.
I did complain in the other episode. I thought Sam Alvey was putting on a bit of a gimmick to
Yeah.
get himself, whereas you get the feeling that this guy is that guy.
Yeah.
if it is a gimmick, he's pretty fucking committed to it because he's got some mental tattoos on his chest.
Yeah, oh my God. They just look, yeah, crazy. They're
The
crazy
word
tats.
freak show tattooed down his spine. It was like, okay, yeah,
This guy's for real.
this is for real. Yeah,
I've summed it up here. He's an interesting fighter. That's what he is.
yeah, there you go. And an interesting person.
Yeah.
I would add to that. But yeah, I thought overall it was a pretty.
I'm looking forward to how the George and Ross rivalry is gonna like just. You can tell it started. A little match has been lit, and every episode is gonna go up and up because at some point Ross is just gonna snap. I think.
Because Ross even acknowledged it. He was
Yeah.
like, the seed's been planted now.
Yeah.
And you can tell Ross Pearson's a generally pretty laid back dude.
Yeah, unless pushed.
Unless pushed.
Yeah.
George is going to push him a little bit.
That'll be a good fight between those two, man. They're at a similar point in their career, both of them.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. And the other thing was you touched on last week, Dean Amasinger.
Hey.
You said he's probably better suited to be a coach than a fighter. And I've got to say, I agree. Like, again, it's only in little short snippets that you actually get to see him, but he seems like a genuinely good coach. He had a nice little thing in between rounds where he just a freak show and said, right, what do you need to do?
Coaching, old school.
Yeah, it was good coaching.
Yeah.
He was like, he said, yeah, this is the game plan. He was like, that's it. Yep.
That's a much better way to do it, actually, rather than tell the fighter, ask him, what are you going to do now?
yeah. Exactly, yeah. But it was his style. It was put it, like with Dr. Bedside Manner or whatever. It was like his coaching manner was like you could tell he knows how to talk to people.
Yeah.
The fighters particularly. So
Good on Dean. Good on Dean, mate.
Dean,
we wish you the best, mate.
Exactly.
Next week, prank poster challenge gets taken to some next level. I don't know what happens, but it involved the poster getting taken down, especially.
Yes, there was scissors involved.
Yeah, and the TUF house all goes a bit jackass with wasabi snooters and stuff.
Oh yeah. It seemed actually that there might be a bit of bonding between the teams on that.
I hope so. It's about time. It's like you can't just not talk forever. Come on.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll bring a bit more of an atmosphere into the house.
Yeah.
B, also start a few beefs as well.
Yeah.
Both. I want both. I like seeing friendships being made. I also like seeing enemies created. The balance. I don't want it where just you're all over there and they're all over there. So
They start interacting.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. We got anything more to add?
No, just looking forward to it. I'm hoping the rivalry's going to go up. And let's see some comments from any Aussie fans out there. Obviously, we're putting across our point of view, which we're going to be doing for the rest of the season. So, feel free to comment.
Balance. We've had one already. Didn't get your name, but thanks for commenting.
And
I agree. I think it will be a good season.
Cheers.